Rolling to his left. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short gain when he took off running.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
18 yards, first down Niners. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
50 seconds, come on. Here we go, D.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Garoppolo now. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 20-yard touchdown. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Now gold for the extra point.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
That time a 6-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take off. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Being chased out. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Bobby Wagner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Well, a crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, Garoppolo. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Garoppolo. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. K.J. Wright able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Coleman. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Looking to throw, Garoppolo, Bobby Wagner. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do. Yeah. Right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, Maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 66 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 28-21. 80 seconds remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson going to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. There's that man again. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Now it's Wilson, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.